Is guacamole a fruit salad?
What is the best milkshake for bringing boys to the yard?
Ostriches are dinosaurs.
Don't piss off old people. New game,
What do you mean it gives you Arby's mouth?
artisanal muck duck balls.
I think they call that autofellatio.
I want to high five a shark.
Welcome to Bar Banter. Relax, have a drink with us as we debate the most controversial topics in the world today. On today's podcast, we talk about what's the best sport to be a referee. We determine what the neighbors are actually doing upstairs. And lastly, we answer our own interview questions. But first, Rick Madison, what are you drinking?
I'm ashamed to say I'm upset that I'm drinking a margarita right now, but I am drinking a margarita.
Why is
And
that?
that, my friend, is bingo.
Damn it! God damn it!
Feel like I'm missing something.
We've been playing bingo with your phrases for at least 3 episodes now.
When was I'm upset I'm drinking a margarita?
I'm really no. It was just the fact that you said margarita.
Oh, just
Yeah,
margarita?
we had a bunch of different drinks on there, like blue.
Wait,
Moon.
So
we need
here's
to go back. I need
here-
that back on the screen again.
So
I
here's
need those red apples.
There's a bunch like rabbit.
How did I not?
Have,
How is bro not the free square? How did I not say bro?
you never said bro
you
in the
never
last
said
3
bro.
episodes.
I'm disappointing in
That was what I needed to win.
Wait, what? That's a good one. Drew, come down a little bit. Thank you. I just needed to see the top square. And here's
It's
why.
not all of them, Rick.
It's on camera.
It's randomly
Expected.
generated.
No, those are pretty good. God, I hate you. Hot. Excuse me. Yep, I like it. Those are all good.
Eats on camera.
Yeah, I like those. Anyways, well, now I guess I'm happy I had a margarita, but I apparently threw away my last Coke. And so I was halfway through making my Long Island and then was looking all around and realized I was out of Cokes. So here I am with a delicious marg, but
Drew, what are you drinking?
I'm on that
Pass it for him.
tequila soda.
Shocking.
Classic. Travis, what are you drinking?
I did not get a lot of sleep last night. So I need a little pick me up, but I didn't want to drink like a full cup of coffee before this. I don't drink energy drinks anymore. So I looked up coffee mixed drinks, and it's a coffee Manhattan. Not a Manhattan, not coffee. Wow, sorry. Coffee. Okay, different part of New York.
Okay.
It's a coffee Long Island. So it's got tequila, it's got rum, it's got the vodka, but instead of Coke, it's got coffee liqueur and then also some cold brew. And, I did a little bit of simple syrup because I was like, this is going to be super bitter or gross. I don't know. So I added just some simple syrup, and it's awesome. It's dangerously good.
Sounds like a night out in Nashville type of drink.
Yeah, it's it could be disguised as something. I'm kidding. I can't segue into the alias thing, but I tried. Anyway, for our listeners, we are doing Who is the Alias? Yet again, an alias has been randomly chosen between the 3 of us, and that person is going to take one of tonight's topics, try to still, quote, win it, but maybe with their second or third or fourth choice instead of their main one. And then they're not going to tell us when that happens. And at the end of the episode, the 3 of us are going to try to determine who is the alias. Bum, 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 bum.
Bum, 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 bum.
Do you think that this segment needs a referee?
That was not terrible, but it wasn't good.
I'll take it. Gentlemen, our first topic tonight. What would be the best sport to be a referee for? Who's got thoughts?
Go for it, Rick.
What'd you say?
I said chess.
Chess. I thought you
But
said sex, and it was like,
no,
wait,
no, no, no,
wait.
no.
I mean, technically, maybe a sport.
But I'm actually gonna. It's not chess. But closely related, cornhole. I would like to be the ref for cornhole. Um, because
Why?
it's not so much that I want to be the ref for cornhole. It's if I'm refing, I would like to be relaxed, maybe having a beer myself. I don't want to get sweaty. And
Mhm.
so I was thinking football because the running is limited because soccer, you're running all the time. Basketball, you're running the time. Baseball, I'd get bored.
I feel like
But it's the
I feel like
best one
football
to
refs
ref.
do run at least
No, they do, but it's
a
very,
fair amount,
yeah,
like
if you
a
do,
middle amount.
yeah, middle amount. Like usually most plays, you're going a range of
Do you
10 to
want
20
like
You're
yards.
not a soccer
line?
ref.
Do you want
Right. I don't want to run
line
90
side
minutes.
ref or
Like, are you
like
kidding me?
behind the like offense or defense ref? Do you want to be middle of the field or do you want to be like on the sides?
I want to be cornhole where I'm in a chair.
Fair.
Or I guess tennis in that sense, because I'm in a
Yeah.
chair. I'm shaded, you know?
Tennis is gets hot though.
It does, but I have an umbrella.
They've got an
Hello.
umbrella.
Hey,
But
It's
hey.
kind of like a what are those people that do the thing for swimming? Uh,
lifeguard,
lifeguard. Yeah, it's like a lifeguard. You just sit there in the
It's the thing
umbrella.
for swimming.
but like what makes it like
I'm
I
a
understand.
little drunk
Hold on,
already.
No, I
that's fair.
like it.
I understand that's what makes it maybe good for you, but what
Yeah.
makes it the best? Like
That
this
it's
is
good for me. That's what makes it
okay.
the best.
Okay, I just want to make sure that you're
I
the
am by no means
Most
picking the most fun
most
sport
comfortable.
to
No, I'm
ref,
not saying you should pick
not
the
the
most
most
fun.
enjoyable. It's
What's the
best
best?
for me because I can be lazy, have a beer, and you must respect my authority.
Okay, fair enough. Drew, what you got?
I think about all of sports and ones where I respect the players and what they're doing, and I like what I have to do is minimal. I think I'm kind of on the same train as Rick.
Oh yeah,
I
brother.
want I want minimal effort on my part, and what I'm doing is just being like measuring and not a lot of faults. So I'm gonna go curling.
Nice.
Do they have
Nice.
referees in curl? I don't. I legitimately don't know.
I assume that they
Who cares
do.
if they
Okay.
do or not? It's Drew's best
Well,
sport to ref.
because if they don't, then you're not a referee. You can't. It can't be the best if
No,
they're.
we are now
They've
because we
got to have
decided because we
they
I'm sure
decided
they
we are.
do.
they
I'm sure they
have to
do.
have
I'm
referees
yeah. I'm
Yeah,
I'm
because
gonna
you're
for
like,
like
is
You're
that
right.
2 points?
faults.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I think there's things you can do in curling that are not legal.
Your foot was over
And
the line. Mark it 0.
yes, like you brushed the ice the wrong way. Um, like there are things you could do in curling that would constitute a fault where it's more like it's such a slow sport
How dare
that
you? They are finely tuned athletes.
they are absolutely they're finely tuned, but it is a ultimately slow sport. Whereas like if I'm refing basketball, I'm watching
I see what you mean.
a billion
Slow
players.
paced.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
slow
yeah, I got you.
paced comparatively.
It is slow
Uh,
paced. Yes.
Should have picked
eh,
bowling.
I thought about bowling, but I think that it's that one is so
You're right.
concise and there's no like leeway in that. I would I if I was a ref,
Good
I
word choice.
would want to actually have a chance to be like fault or like
Mhm.
Yep.
like this is not the thing like this you have made a mistake, you have made an error, you have like crossed the line, anything like that. I want the chance for that, but I feel like it's a slow enough sport where I could probably sit back in a chair for 80% of it.
Fair. See, I took this, I guess, opposite because I wanted something more. I don't want to say more entertaining, more fast paced. And I am a big proponent of like the major sports. I agree that I don't want to run too much. I don't think I'd want to be soccer. I don't want to be NFL just because it's like I don't want to have to sprint to the end zone kind of thing.
Mm.
So of them, and I don't want to do hockey. I don't want to skate. That would be miserable.
Ugh.
Absolutely not. But like what's left
Always too
over,
much of it.
I do
Beach
think
volleyball.
the end of the big
I
one.
thought about beach
I
volleyball,
do
Rick.
too. The NBA I think is the best sport to ref. I think there's enough movement. There's only 10 players you have to watch. There's two other guys on your quote team that you work with maybe 3 nights a week. You're not working every night. You get a night off. It's like it's easy, and I'm not saying it's easy in terms of how, if it's actually easy, but I feel like of the major sports, it's the easier one, and I'd still make a lot of money doing it. And I get to like hang out with the NBA players too, which would be cool. Like it, if you're doing the NFL, you might get to know 2 or 3 players on a team, maybe. If you're an NBA ref, you get to actually like not become friends with the NBA players because that's probably frowned upon, but you get to like know them a little bit and their tendencies and everything else. So it just feels a little bit more personal. It's still a super high salary. It's not nearly as much work as some of the other ones, and I think it's probably the best one.
I'm gonna
And I'm
call
watching
you
something exciting.
I'm gonna call you a liar for one reason and one reason alone. The fact that you picked a ref that doesn't wear a hat. I know you're lying.
You know what? You know what? Touche. Touche.
You would not,
You are
unless you could alter the uniforms to wear a hat.
how many? Let's ask this question. How many refs wear a hat
I
other
only
than
think of
the
football and
NFL?
baseball.
Yeah, and I don't want to be a baseball ref. That's
Definitely
See, I'm gonna
baseball.
throw this out here, and this may be a hot take. I don't necessarily mean it to be, but when you said the easiest or less complicated, whatever the correct way to phrase that point that you made was, I think football is the easiest for because like, and maybe it's just because I'm more familiar, but like, not like I know everything about it, but there's less to me, there's less ambiguity slash technical rules that you have to know. And like you could argue some of it, but overall, like
Mm.
if
yeah,
it's
but
It
not
is
out like egregious, you could be like, "Meh, no, it was fine."
I
Or
think
it is more play by play reffing than it is like take
the
soccer for example,
the
where
yes,
you have to watch
right.
it's more play by
everything,
play than
like
the
your
game.
offsides, your you're in the goal,
But even
or
basketball, like you have to be like you have to count. You're like, did you get across center line in 10 seconds? How long are you standing in the paint? Were you established in the
I need
paint
something
before
to
he ran
do
into
though,
you? And
right? If I'm going to be a
sure, no, I
referee,
get it. I get it.
I need to be mentally stimulated. If I was just like sitting there, and I'm not saying those sports aren't exciting. Curling is very exciting. I love curling, but
You
like
don't need
I'm
baseball.
just like,
All right.
is that a fault? No. Okay, I'm gonna
If
sit
you're
here.
working, you're working. All right. I
Yeah,
respect
I'd want to if that's gonna be my job, I'm gonna go
I
NBA,
want to I'm the opposite. I want to be in a lounge chair
and that's
and
fine.
be like,
But that to me, that sounds more of a personal preference
and
versus best.
you put your foot over the line a little bit too much.
Well, it depends on how we're evaluating best here. We
Well,
have
right,
very different approaches to
right.
this. Because if we're talking about the one I'd have the most fun doing, I have a very different answer.
Oh, same. But I was thinking best, and that would probably be the NBA ref. But I don't know.
Mine would have been tennis because you just get to sit there in a chair.
Boom, boom.
I think the
But
best,
well,
Oh,
I don't know,
love.
depends on how you want to find best. Oh yeah, and you get a microphone? Are you kidding me?
But then you have to cover it up like this if you need to talk to someone. I'm kidding.
Only if you
this
don't
is
want
one
people to hear you.
I didn't find the answer to. Are there refs in golf?
There are not refs in the same sense, but there are
They're adjudicators.
adjudicators.
Yeah.
Yes,
People
And I don't
who
even know if
like
that's the word, but
correct.
they're more they're
like
more
if you picked your
judges
ball up at the
without
wrong
impacting the
time,
score.
Right. There is a
or
rules person on site.
Yes, a rules interpreter.
Yes. And I think they're if you're doing like professional golf, there might be one with every pairing to like
Yeah, I'm
watch.
sure there's something.
All right, we got Rick. I don't. It's been a minute. What did you vote? I forgot.
Oh, cornhole.
Cornhole. Yes. All right. So before we jump into our vote, our recap is cornhole, curling, and the NBA.
Although the crystal eating challenge would be hilarious.
That or Kobayashi and doing the July 4th hot dog, Nathan's hot dog eating contest would be a good ref too. I just I know we all have different definitions of best. I don't think I'd want to do curling or cornhole. I will say at least curling is inside always, and so of the two, I'd probably go curling.
It's cold.
Yeah, I was about to say I'd be uncomfortable with curling, so I would, as much as I would love to watch curling all day, I'd be like, it's cold.
I just like.
Oh, that's the reason I like it. It's because it's cold.
And the NBA is always inside, so I'm okay with it. Like that's why
it is. Like, it is definitely always inside.
Don't have to worry about the weather.
It's too fast paced for me. If I were to be a ref.
Yeah.
No, I will not.
I don't think this has ever happened.
Where's Danny?
Do we have to vote someone out instead?
And speaking of the neighbors,
I would vote
for one that's not ours.
No, we'll just vote. All of us vote for one to remove, and see if that works.
I would vote for the NBA if we're gonna remove one.
Yes, then I'm gonna vote for NBA too.
Fuck. Damn it.
Get it out of here.
Well, then I'll vote for curling, because if I'm out, I'll go curling.
To get it out?
What? No, if I'm out, you guys voted me out.
Yeah, we both voted for NBA.
And if I can't vote for my own, I don't want to do cornhole, I'll go curling. So curling wins.
I'll stand curling camp.
There you go. We did it. Do you think that they're playing curling upstairs?
I need to go somewhere else.
Because that actually is probably a pretty good answer.
Hey, real quick. You listening? Cool. Do me a favor. On your app, wherever you're listening to this podcast, there's a button to follow or subscribe or some sort of a notification type bell. Whatever you do, don't click them. Don't click those buttons. Don't do it. Or click it. Whatever it doesn't matter. Just fine. It's fine. Just click it. It's cool. Just do whatever you want. Preach.
Gentlemen, our next topic this evening is
holy shit, the Pacers came back.
Yeah. I haven't watching that, but I'm watching the score. Our next topic is to definitively determine what the upstairs neighbors are actually doing. We've all lived in some sort of apartment complex or townhome situation where we have upstairs neighbors, and they could be the nicest, most like gentle neighbors ever, but for whatever reason, there's like a thunderstorm going on upstairs at some point. I don't know if they are doing an Irish jig. I don't know what they're doing upstairs, but I think we need to determine once and for all what those people are doing upstairs. So, what are they doing? I'll go out there and say, from my experience, I heard lots of back and forth stuff and lots of pounding. I gotta assume they're breeding zoo animals. Specifically zoo, like large rhinoceros, like zoo animals.
Not like tiny versions of all the different animals.
I mean, they're always real loud. I don't know how I don't think the tiny animals would be that loud. So I gotta assume it's big versions. I don't know how they got the elephant inside.
See, that's where you're wrong. You would know. You would see the animals being brought upstairs.
There'd be a
Have you ever seen your neighbor bringing groceries?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've never seen any of my neighbors bringing groceries.
Do you live in a house?
To that point, though, it's not so much groceries. It's it's the boxes.
The boxes.
You don't know what's in the boxes. Like there's Amazon's dropping stuff off all the time.
Yeah.
And And especially
sometimes
like
it
if you're in
sits there
apartments,
for like a day.
yeah. If
It
you're in
could be just
apartments,
they
you have
moved
like
in.
little drop off bins, and you never know when they're being delivered. It's very underground. It's very hush hush.
You saying they have underground tunnels to deliver
No,
animals? That's what I picked up on.
no. I'm switching to my topic
Oh,
with the underground. And not so much like literally
are you
underground,
segueing?
more like how do you say illegal?
Amazing segue, Rick.
And so literally what they're
The
doing
best.
is they're hosting illegal IKEA fight clubs upstairs. That is what they're doing.
I need a little bit of explanation
Well, so you
because
have
I
the
like the two things,
but I
need
pounding,
to know
right?
what
Like
they're
IKEA
brought
has like
together.
Yeah.
IKEA has like the little hammers or the little wrenches, depending on
uh-huh.
what you have, right? And then so all of your parts, because you know you're gonna miss a screw or a little one of those like little plugs that you put in the dressers. And so you could say they're holding tryouts and there's only got one spot. So it's
Do not miss your chance to blow.
And so this is they're putting together IKEA. They're not actually fighting
no, they're
If-
fighting.
with IKEA furniture.
Yes.
They're fighting to put together IKEA furniture.
It's a part of it. All right. It's the
Okay,
weapon.
so-
Choose
so-
your weapon. It's they bring in all the IKEA materials.
We don't talk about Fight Club.
That's
But
right.
so-
That's rule number one.
But
We
so
don't
wait,
talk about the
is
illegal
the
IKEA
is the
fight
end
club.
goal to build whatever the IKEA furniture is?
No.
No, okay, it's Fight Club using IKEA furniture.
Yes.
Got it.
That's already been built or is in the process of being built.
Because you would
Who
see those
knows?
boxes.
Who knows?
You'd see those
Maybe
boxes.
it's a cage.
We would know.
Maybe
That's
it's a
what you-
cage match.
We
That's
would
what we're
know.
here to find out.
It's definitely not
Rick, is
fully
like
completed.
what the upstairs neighbors are trying to do.
Well, they're having the IKEA Fight Club. So as you walk into someone's apartment, sometimes they're fully constructed. Sometimes the boxes are still in the boxes. Sometimes they're halfway there. Sometimes they got a
And there's
divorce.
a bunch of dead
They're
bodies
tired-
around.
Right, because they're tired of hearing.
Would you not notice that though? Would you not notice the smell or the dead bodies coming out? Similar to the zoo animals
Where are we getting dead bodies?
from the Fight Club. There's only one
Yeah,
spot
you
left.
just throw them off the balcony.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, which you would notice.
You don't necessarily die.
It depends
in
on
Fight
where you're
Club.
at in the complex.
You just get beat to shit.
You could say the same thing about zoo animals.
You
They get
could,
beat to shit.
but you didn't when I brought it up. So I'm
Fair.
saying it now.
Fair, yeah. But to your point, you would know. You would see the boxes. You would see all the IKEA furniture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know they're doing a fight club. Like,
What
yeah,
else
you'd
would
see
you
the
be doing
furniture.
with that much? What else would you be doing with that much IKEA furniture?
I mean, you're married.
Starting-
you know
starting
how
your
much
own
your wife
IKEA?
uses
No.
Amazon.
If you are ordering, Travis, insert IKEA furniture name here. If you're ordering this much
The Floof
every week to have tryouts, etc., you know that there has to be a Fight Club going on.
No, you wouldn't. You just see them.
There's
order
no
shit
other
ton of
logical
Amazon.
answer.
You would see them just order shit ton of Amazon like every other person does.
Flying, but it's from IKEA.
the Kalergan, or
But you don't know that. You just see
Like
you just see a box.
Flagen, Kagan. We're gonna get canceled. IKEA Fight Club. Drew, what you got?
Okay, for me, the best way to find out what the upstairs neighbors are doing is to drill a little hole in the ceiling
Sure.
all the way up and then put a little like microscopic little camera up there so you can kind of see around, and if there's like stuff in the way, you do it in the corner of so they can't really see it, but you want to like really know. And then if you move around the house, probably have the same floor plan, but you want to put it in a position where they're really not going to notice it. So like behind where the TV probably is, or where the couch is, like right there. So for me, the best way to figure out I don't know what they're doing. I don't
know
care.
how you've taken this topic.
I took it as, how am I figuring out
No,
what
it
the
was-
upstairs neighbor is
It is
doing?
determine what they're doing, not
Yeah,
how
the
to
best-
determine.
The best way to determine what the upstairs neighbor is doing is to put a camera in their apartment. And the best way
Correct.
to do that as a downstairs neighbor is to drill up and put the camera in there so you can kind of like periscope and see what
Sure.
it is.
Correct.
But what's your answer to the actual topic?
I don't-
Alias.
It doesn't matter
What
what
does
they're
your
doing.
camera see?
Yeah,
once
what
you
does your
drill
camera
the
see?
hole?
It doesn't matter what they are doing.
That's the
I'm
point of the
just-
topic.
That's not the point of the topic, Travis. It can be taken many ways.
No.
The point of the topic is
Can
the
I answer?
best way to determine
That was
Can I
not
answer the
topic.
what
alias
they're
topic
doing.
again already? Can I throw out the alias?
Yeah,
My vote
right?
for alias.
Do I get points if I'm not the
It
alien?
says determine what the upstairs neighbors are actually doing. Doesn't say how to determine. It says determine, as in what are they doing? We're as a body, we're determining what they're doing. So that way, anytime you're hearing the upstairs neighbor, they're like, oh, they're having an IKEA Fight Club again.
See, I told you.
Yeah, and the way to determine that, besides like going up there and knocking on the door, if you want to be circumspect, is to drill a hole and put a camera up
Sure.
there.
Right. And what does the camera see?
Whatever they're doing up there.
Okay, I'm gonna have to tell Rebecca to pick a different person.
If I have drilled up and put a camera in there, then I have determined what they're doing. It doesn't matter what it is, but I have determined that.
all right, well,
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that I am wrong.
you're wrong.
I'm, I'm not. I have a camera on what they are doing. It doesn't matter what it is, but I have access to what they are doing.
Okay.
It could be anything. They could be having an orgy. They could be a IKEA Fight Club. They could be raising circus animals.
circus.
Doesn't matter what it is.
All right, so our
I
options are.
have determined that they are doing said things up
Yeah,
there.
you sure did. We determined who the alias was too. Our recap is breeding zoo animals, an IKEA Fight Club, and drilling a hole into the ceiling
To put a camera up there.
to put a camera up there. Yeah. I don't know if any of us are leaving camp again, but Rick, would you like to vote out drilling a
I
camera?
would, yes.
Okay, let's vote him out.
Mine is the best.
Good. Done.
And you know it.
Drew, you get to pick breeding zoo animals or IKEA Fight Club.
Illegal IKEA Fight Club.
Illegal IKEA Fight Club.
Thank you.
What is a legal IKEA Fight Club?
Technically, all IKEA Fight Clubs are illegal, so it's kind of redundant.
I'm
Just
gonna
wanna
go
make
with
sure we know.
just to spite you, Travis, for how much you hate my answer. I'm gonna go with
God
IKEA.
damn it!
That's right.
Fuck. Do you think you have to go through an interview process to join the IKEA Fight Club?
I do actually. Yes, I do. I think there's a screening process.
You have to be able to get out of an IKEA. Is the interview?
That's yes.
You will eat like at least 24 meatballs.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, I'm Jill, the host of the Murder Shelf Book Club podcast. Every other week, I feature a true crime book by one of my favorite authors, telling you the story with respect for the victims and loved ones. But I don't stop there. A psychology educator who's also studied serial killers, I analyze the cases and I endeavor to explain the whys. Why do people do this? Told in trilogies, Part 3 is dubbed Second Cast, where I cast a wider net going into some surprising, bone-chilling directions. Cold cases, homicides, missing persons, serial killers, and stories from history. These both fascinate and appall us. This is a true crime book club, so read with me or let me read for you. Join the Murder Shelf Book Club podcast and see what I'm pulling off the murder shelf next.
Fair enough. All right, gentlemen, our last topic this evening. I'm going to say about 3 episodes ago, give or take, we determined some of the interview questions we may ask another individual if they were coming into our friend group, into our podcast thread group. While we were doing this episode, we started to kind of answer some of these questions, and I said, "Hold on, I think this is an entirely different topic. Let's just come up with the questions now, and maybe as time goes on, we can answer some of those questions." And so tonight we're going to answer 4 of those questions. We can go one question at a time. I'll kind of take turns answering. We're going to talk about them individually, so just strap in and get ready to hear our really weird backwards logic. So with that, gentlemen, what is your frisbee golf hole strategy? So to me, this was not your frisbee golf strategy in general, but like as you approach an individual hole, what are you looking for? How do you think you're going to approach that specific hole? What questions are you kind of asking to determine how you're going to throw?
I think the biggest one for me, and we're not talking like urban golf like we do at Kennesaw. I'm talking like
but I don't think it matters either way for me.
I'm talking like actual frisbee golf course.
Sure. Yeah, correct. Baskets.
Biggest strategy for me, the one that's like constantly on my mind, don't hit the trees.
Yes.
That's a good first one.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
It is the biggest and most like prevalent thing is if I hit the tree, it's gonna bounce off or bounce weird or break the frisbee.
Yeah.
You have to make it through the trees to get it to the hole. I feel like that's a fair valuation of like how to make it further in the course.
Yeah, I would also be looking at obviously distance, hazards other than trees like water. And I would also be trying to play my faults, I guess. Like my frisbee golf, when I originally took this as urban frisbee golf. I haven't played a lot of actual frisbee golf, but if I have, my disc goes hard to the left. And so I'm making sure that wherever I'm throwing it, if I want it to go straight, I'm aiming it way to the right, knowing it's going to curve back left or it's going to turn over.
That's where the trees come in.
Well, yeah.
There's always trees right there. You gotta.
Well, right, but if I can, if I know I'm going to curve hard to the left,
if you trim the trees,
if I trim my bush,
if you just cut down all the trees,
yeah. If you cut off all your limbs, that got dark. Yeah, so I'm taking my faults into account as well, and then ultimately when I get to the basket, I'm definitely more of a layup type of person. Obviously towards the end of the round of the course, if I'm behind, of course I'm going to just shoot for it. If I need to make up a couple strokes, but in the first 9 holes, just to keep pace, I'm probably going to lay it up. And if I'm close enough, I'll just obviously dunk it in. Rick, do you want to add anything?
I do. I am by no means good enough to put that much thought into it. So grip it and rip it is
grip it and rip it
is my name.
Start.
It's my name of the game there. And also knowing I'm not that good, I'm going for the basket every time. So
that's fair.
I know I'm not ever going to be in a position I should lay up here to gain a stroke on my opponent. No, I'm not even in that conversation. So we're going for glory.
I like that. You know your faults.
Yes. I am not posting my score to Twitter. No. I'm not worried about my handicap. We're going for the story.
Absolutely not. No, I think I'm overly competitive in the fact that like I'm going to try to keep it interesting and play kind of well. I'm not saying grip and rip it is kind of like just giving up, but I do feel a little like if I'm not trying to strategize, then I'm not.
No, yeah. And I guess in a way, I'm not necessarily trying to give up, but I am trying to go for the gusto of if I make this, knowing full well I'm probably not. If I make this and you're laying up, I gained 3 strokes on, or
Yeah,
whatever
for
it is.
sure.
I feel like that's similar to your approach to pool, Rick, is just hit it as hard as you absolutely
Yeah,
fucking
absolutely.
can.
No highlight starts in the flats. That's my
Yeah.
motto. So
Mhm, mhm.
we're going for the Hail Mary on 1st and 10.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Next interview question. Which hill are you willing to die on?
So many.
Rick's gonna have to pick one. He's got about 13 million. I'm struggling between 3 because I think I've talked about all 3 of them on the podcast. And I think the one that comes to mind the most often is going to be that Pam of Jim and Pam is just not a good person.
Okay.
I don't
You have
think
said that before. I
Yes.
just wasn't ready for that to be
Mhm.
your pick.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that
that only because that was like
that's the one you picked.
I took this as like interview questions, and I'm maybe not knowing what, so I didn't even like do a whole lot of research. I just wrote down the one that first came to mind.
No, yeah, and that's a safe,
Yeah.
casual spark debate
Mhm.
producing answer. Yeah, I like it. It's just okay.
Yeah.
Just a
You
little-
have said that
just
before.
a little
Yeah,
surprised. I'll go, Rick, if
No,
if
yeah,
I
please
may.
do. I got to narrow mine down to one.
Um, mine is anyone who says that they can't keep plants alive is stupid
I'm stupid.
and dumb because
I'm dumb.
I never thought that I would be a plant person, and I have 30-ish plants right now,
That's too
and
many.
all of them are alive. Like it's one of those like I don't have a green thumb type of thing. I know this is like kind of esoteric and like out there, but like if you can't water a plant, it's the same thing of saying like I can't cook. Can you boil water? Can you do like the minimal amount to like make something that's edible? Then you can actually do that. Like people who have tried and failed and don't feel like they have the ability to do something like that, is specifically with plants. I'm like, you water them once a week and they're fine as long as they have
I th-
enough
I
light.
I think the difference there is when you say you can't cook, I think that's a little bit more unreasonable because that is something that you need like 15 to 30 minutes for one time, and then you also get to
Look,
eat
don't you bring
afterwards.
logic into this? This is the thing he's willing to die
You're
on,
right.
Travis.
You're right.
Yeah, it's the
I
hill
was
I'm willing
I
to
was
die
trying
on
to debate
is
it a little bit because I
Yeah.
thought it'd be
you
fun.
can you cannot keep a plant alive.
Have you seen my front yard?
All you have to Travis, you have some great plants in your backyard. Also, I got poison
I-
ivy last time I was back there.
No, I do not have some. I have some great plants, and those I don't keep alive. Nature keeps those alive because those are outside, and I don't believe in interior plants.
I'm gonna hop on that because I think mine is probably on the same vein as Drew, because I don't think it's necessarily a hill to die on, but it is something that I believe to my core.
Okay. I'll accept
And
that.
and not to like speak for Drew, but just of the two, I think mine's definitely more on the Drew spectrum. I
I'm happy that I have my own spectrum.
well, in terms of, but yeah, whatever. If you have to say it, it's not true. And it's not necessarily a hill to die on, but just thinking of things that like
You're talking more of like if you have to say, I have to say this.
no, and more like if you are in if you're in a meeting in a group and you say I'm this, like if you say like I'm a team player or this, if you have to say that, it's not true in any way, shape, or form. Like you shouldn't even have to ever say that as a qualifier.
Your actions should speak.
Correct.
for
And-
that,
yeah.
not
So
you
no matter
having to,
what you
like, say it
say
out
in
loud.
any way, shape, or form, like if you come out and say that, like it's different. Like I'm not saying like if you say I like cheeseburgers, like that's not what I'm talking about.
Right. Okay.
But like in a qualifier sense of describing yourself, or yeah, that
You're talking about the people that are always quote giving their credentials, basically.
kind of, but not.
To me, and I agree with you. I don't like that. I especially don't like it when people bring up like at this point we're all 10 plus years removed from college. If you're still bringing up what college you went to as a qualifier, if you have to say that, like why bring that up?
Let me phrase it this way, because to me it's the same vibes. It's kind of like saying, with all due respect, the next thing they're about to say is going to be disrespectful. Like it's that vibe to me.
With all due respect, sir.
So
you
like if you're
suck.
saying, listen, I'm a team player, you're about to try and get out of being a team player, but you're saying you're a team
Got
player,
it.
but
Got it.
you're disagreeing with what you're being asked to do,
Got it.
or like, hey, I'm punctual. That's the best example I have in my head. But or you come out at the start of a meeting or a brief or speech and like, I'm gonna keep this short. Like, okay, it's about to not be short.
It's about
Like,
to be like an hour.
or right, like things like that. If it was gonna be short, you wouldn't have said it. You just would have
Right.
been
Done
short.
it.
Yeah, like so, like that. If you say anything like that, I immediately am like, oh, here we go. So not necessarily a hill to die on, but
Okay.
something I believe to my core.
I do believe that about you. Your unlimited snack for the rest of your life. I don't know how we want to take this. That was kind of the question that was proposed. I don't know if that means you only get one snack, but like meals are still on the table, or you only get one snack and that's all you eat for the rest of your life. However
Yeah,
you guys
either
took it,
way,
I'm okay with how you
Yeah.
took it.
chips and salsa
It's a good one.
is my
Ooh, interesting.
is my
I didn't take it quite that far.
if that's all I
'Cause-
had the rest of my life, whether it's a meal
Mhm,
or just like
mhm.
the only snack I
Mhm.
get.
The one that again I
Not chips
took
and queso.
salsa.
To me, it's the
I'd go salsa.
same, but uh like I like queso more, but I'm more picky about like it needs to be hot. Whereas like salsa, it
Mhm,
can just sit on the
mhm.
table and I
It
can
could be
get back
room
to
temp.
it
Yeah.
and dip.
Yeah, that's honestly excellent choice.
Yes, I agree with
Thank you.
that. I agree with that. And mine, you guys may not think this is an excellent choice, but it was
As long as
one
you
that's
understand.
what?
As long as you
Yeah,
understand.
yeah, that's fine. Um, and it came top of mind because I recently had them at my parents' the other night. But yogurt pretzels, love a yogurt covered pretzel,
Oh,
and
the yogurt.
I will eat
Uh,
the entire
Thank you for
container.
coming to this interview, Travis. We'll be in
Yes.
touch.
That's fair.
We'll
That's fair.
contact you.
That is a me thing. I'm willing to die on that hill as well. It is a pop the top, you can't stop kind of thing. I'm sure there's other snacks that would come to mind. I have also eaten my fair share of sleeves of Oreos.
Nice.
I probably lean towards more of a sweet snack. I do like chips and salsa. I don't dislike any of the other ones, but like that was when I read this question today, I was like, the only thing that came to my mind was yogurt pretzels, and so that's what I'm going with.
I'm here, Travis. One of my backups was the peanut butter pretzels.
Those are good too. Those are really good.
I can actually like get the big
The Costco,
thing,
gallon
the
size.
Costco gallon, and just house those forever as long as they've got enough salt on them, because I need that like
They do
salt.
need, the naked
sweet.
ones are not as good.
Not as good. I think for me, and I don't know what it is, but I love like the cheesy tasting things. So I originally I wanted to go with the big gallon sized things of the
Cheese puffs, cheese balls.
cheese puffs. Yeah, I'd like
Hell
cheese
yeah,
balls.
brother.
You want the balls or the elongated puffs?
I want the balls.
The
I
balls.
think.
Yeah, you do.
The balls
Better.
are the better ones for sure.
Yeah, the balls are
Do
the
they
better
make a
ones.
jalapeno version?
Um, yeah, they do.
I've not tried that, and I need to.
It's hot.
Cheese balls, cheese balls. I like that. Those were. I don't think anyone. Rick's gonna hate my answer, and I understand that. Rick, I don't think likes pretzels anyway, especially hard pretzels. I think that's the thing he just despises. Um, but other than that one, I think we all had well thought out answers. All right, gentlemen, our next and final question of this interview. Uh, if I text you, come get me, what are your first assumptions? So I think for this, I'm texting you guys. You guys, what are your assumptions about me? And then we'll do Drew, and then we'll do Rick. So Rick, I texted you, come get me.
You're drunk AF.
Okay, that's fair.
Or
I think,
can I give two answers?
I'm
Yeah,
sure this
go
is
ahead.
just for funsies, sure.
Drunk AF, or you realized you've immediately made a mistake on a social engagement. You went to an event you thought would be cool or fun. It's not. You went to a gathering, barbecue, and you're like, hell no. Those are the
Fair.
two options.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think I don't know, like you've forgotten your ID and your credit card at a bar, and
Mhm.
you haven't paid the tab, and maybe not drunk AF, but like enough to where you're like, Drew's the one I'm gonna be like,
Right.
you live 10 minutes from me. He's gonna be able,
Necessity sake.
yeah, he's
Logistically
not
sense.
necessity, but like you would be the one where I'm like, he's the person I'm going to text to be like, hey, I need an out right now.
Mhm. I actually thought about this why I would text literally anyone come get me. Rebecca has this habit of taking my keys, and we do sometimes switch cars. And so I could see her taking my keys, but also not giving me the keys to the car she previously had. And now I have no keys, and she's off with the children somewhere. So I need someone to literally come get me because I'm stranded. That would be one. Or two, it could be, hey, I spend the night in a drunk tank. Like, I've never done it, but I think I would probably be too ashamed to call the wife and I would probably call one of you guys first if that were the case. So, one of those two. Drew, you texted come get me.
Come get me, yes.
You're pretty responsible. I would say, like Rick said, I think drunk AF is probably a blanket for all of us.
I feel like that's
Yeah.
the top one for
That's fair.
everybody that doesn't really
Yeah.
have to be
Okay, that's fair.
put in the.
Glad I added the social engagement for Travis.
Yes. I could see Drew in the similar vein of a social engagement, a bad date. I know you're currently with someone, which is wonderful, but in the case of maybe a bad crowd, maybe a crowd that is using something a little heavier than you were anticipating, or just, oh God, this person is I met them on some whatever site, and this person has wildly different viewpoints than me, and I don't think I can get out of this very easily without just some sort of like crazy, phone call of, oh hey Drew, I need you to come get me because my tire, kind of thing. So might be one of those types of situations.
Yeah, I'm going straight logistical for Drew. If I get a come get me text, I think a car like has exploded on the side of the road. Not quite that serious, but if we're taking out the nightlife aspect, I think it's straightly a logistical issue.
We
The
do have
car,
Uber now, so yeah.
right? And for some reason, Uber has fallen through the go to, the close work friends or whatever. That's my first thought is Drew is stranded and legitimately needs a ride.
That's fair. Drew, have you thought about what you would need a ride for, basically? A pickup?
I think the biggest one for me nowadays would be like I'm having a panic attack,
Fair, yeah.
um, where I physically like cannot deal with this, and I need somebody to like come get me so I can stay at your place for the night or day, which I don't think would happen now, but
At some point, it
yeah,
could have.
yeah.
That's fair. I assume if Rick says, come get me, that both of his Achilles tendons have been surgically repaired and he can't drive and he needs a ride to school. So, no, I assume if because Rick,
Wait,
you are. Go ahead.
before you move on, my mom had surgery yesterday, and they have updated the handicap stickers to where the person's name is on them, so you can't just hand them off and
Oh,
change the
no.
date.
Terrible.
Bastards.
That was my
How-
first thought when I saw
How
that.
dare
I was like,
they?
how dare they put the name on it?
You know that's Debbie's fault because Debbie used to do that. She taught me that trick
I
of
appreciate that,
of
Debbie.
whiting out the date.
Rick's like, I swear I'm Mandy.
What do you mean you don't believe?
Anyway, sorry.
No, I assume so Drew and I are actually close to one another. So if I'm getting a text from Drew, it more likely than not is logistical, like we said. Or he also said it being maybe a panic attack, things like that. If Rick, who is, I'm gonna say 45 minutes to an hour, texting me, come get me, something's gone horribly wrong. I'm not 100% sure what that is. I know you may not have a lot of other options out there, especially for me. If you're texting me that and like you've exhausted Drew, who's probably awake, because let's be honest, these are going to be usually late night come get me's.
Yeah, probably.
I'm gonna assume like again, it was like again, this is car trouble or not car trouble, but like you can't get somewhere. Um, your current person has discovered something terrible about you and has like keyed your popped your tires, keyed your car, you can't leave, and you're just like, I need someone I can't, I just need someone. I don't
That's
know.
fair.
I need someone
Someone
to
went carry Underwood on me. That's fair.
someone would carry Underwood on me. I need not only do I need here's what I'll say. Not
All
only do
four
I need the
times.
ride, but I also need someone to lay a hand on me and touch me a little bit. I need a little bit of lover. So an Uber is not going to work in the situation, so it needs to be a little bit more personal.
It's true.
And
You got
so
to pay
that's
extra for
why,
that.
yeah. Um, I think that's Uber Black. But anyway, that's what I would go with.
I think for Rick, let's do this. The one for Rick, I think, is the got into a fight
Yeah.
without meaning it,
I probably.
but like said something in a bar or out and about that got him hurt enough to where like but police didn't necessarily get involved and doesn't really want to go to the hospital, but not okay enough to drive. And Rick is just like, okay, come pick me up.
That's fair too.
I like it. I'm not about to go to Mandy. Need somebody to come.
No. Rick, what would you have you thought about what you would call us for or say come get me for?
Those are fairly accurate. We're
Cool.
we're either about to we're either about to go do something dope that I know you want to do. That I know you want to do.
I think it's a heist.
Definitely a heist.
Probably.
Yes.
Or IKEA Fight Club.
Well, I mean, illegal IKEA Fight Club.
We never did rob Fort Knox, and I'm kind of mad about it.
Yeah, I know.
You were there. We had an in.
I was literally there.
Literally there. Well, that was fun. I think there's like another 6 or so questions, so we can do this again another time, hopefully with Ben. And with that, we're getting kicked out of the bar, guys.
It's time for last call.
Oh, it's time for last call. Just kidding.
What the fuck?
So I am taking control of last call tonight.
What?
In a twist, and I don't know if we want to come up with a fancy name for this, but essentially the scenario is big deal, small deal, no deal.
Ooh.
Kind
What's
of
the
thing.
dealio?
If we want to come up with a different way to phrase that, that's fine. No giggity, a little giggity, lots of giggity. However we want to,
the most
The diggity
giggity.
scale.
right? But essentially, that's what I'm asking you. If this happened to you, do you think big issue, non-issue, small issue?
So this is opinion based. We're not trying to match yours necessarily.
Correct.
Okay.
I would like to know your opinion.
On how
Yeah, you're not
on
trying to guess.
a scale of bigness.
1
deal,
to 3.
small deal, no deal.
Yeah, you're not necessarily trying to guess how I felt about it. I want to know how you felt about it.
Fair.
All right, here we go. So the first scenario is a coworker asks for your help. So you go over to their desk, cubicle area, call them, whatever.
Is she hot?
But then they don't know what they want you to help with. Big deal, small deal, no deal. So they've asked for your help, and it's not that they're trying to determine what makes sense for you to help with. They just legitimately don't know what they want you to help with. Big deal, small deal, no deal.
I'm gonna have problems with this. 'Cause, I'm gonna say small deal for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna say small deal because there are certain people, like being in IT, like that I have to just help people even if I'm not in like support desk, so I
Sure.
know, and I have to ask questions anyway. So there are those people that you should know this.
Okay.
And that's why I'm gonna go in the middle and say small
All right,
deal.
small deals. Okay. So scenario 2, not to drag this out, but big deal, small deal, no deal. You're in a meeting and
I
you
don't know.
get
I'm nervous.
and you get hit with someone says not to drag this topic out, but
I'm gonna say big deal in terms of the negative. Like I don't like it.
Drew.
Wow, I'm on the opposite. I feel like no deal.
No deal. All right.
Let's make a decision. Let's go.
If they really need to speak their piece,
Got 30 minutes to an hour.
it's like I'm on the clock and I'm getting paid for this. So
That's fair. All right, here we go. Scenario number 3. So you were in a group call, Teams call, meeting, whatever. And by group, 5+. You're in 5+ meeting. You're at the end of the meeting, and everyone feels the need to say thank you before they hang up or leave the call. So it says, meeting coming, thanks for your time. And everyone's like, thanks.
out loud.
Yep, out loud. Big deal, small deal, no deal. Travis?
I'm gonna say no deal.
No deal? All right.
That's fine.
Don't care? All right,
Yeah.
Drew?
I think it's a no deal for me.
I normally do it. I'm not gonna wait for everyone to like. If I say thanks everyone, I'm not gonna wait till everyone.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but
If one person doesn't say it, or like if I don't say it, it doesn't
deal.
affect me whatsoever.
Yeah.
But if they need it to happen,
I'm
it's-
gonna say it almost
is
every time.
whatever.
I think.
Okay. All right, here's a fun one. So I don't really know how to paint the scenario for this one, so I'm just gonna tell you what happened. Coworker sends his resignation email to manager at the beginning of the day, and at the end of the day, he says, "Never mind, I'm staying." Big deal, small deal, no deal.
co-worker, not your subordinate.
Correct.
I don't know. I've never.
I
had that
think
happen.
small deal.
Okay.
Because they're not my subordinate.
For funsies, let's say they are your subordinate. If it changes your answer.
I'd say
If they're my
big deal.
subordinate, big deal.
Okay.
Yeah. If subordinate, big deal. If just another coworker, I'd say small deal just because it's gonna be something that someone has to deal with at some point, and they're like, oh, okay, whatever.
Sure, but not a
Yeah.
big deal to you. All right.
Small deal would be like whatever they felt was the reason for
Unless I hated them and really wanted
resign.
them gone.
Right.
Really
If they-
depends on
like-
the person.
whatever the reason they wanted to resign for, and then come back in the same. It would more be for me like just funsies.
Here we go. So you are giving a presentation.
Okay.
And you are presenting an Excel document. And you you mentioned in the meeting, you're like, I'm sorry, this is displaying this way. I want it to display another way. Just for some reason, don't have the ability to right now. And a coworker says, hey, Excel can do blank. And you're like, cool. How do you do it? And they're like, I don't know. So someone gives you feedback saying you can do it a certain way,
Big deal.
but
Big
they
deal.
don't know how to tell you.
But they
how to
don't
do
know
it.
how to.
They just
yeah.
know it's a thing, but they don't know how to do
Is
it.
it
That's-
in the
that's-
middle of the presentation later, or is it like as you say, I can't do it right now?
Middle of the presentation.
Middle of the presentation.
You're in the
big
meeting.
Deal. Big deal.
Big
If it's
deal.
like right after, I'd say small deal. Like if I'm like, oh, I don't know how to do this, and someone like mentions, oh, by the way, did you know? Like right after, I'd say small deal because
Okay.
it's not necessary. But like in the middle of my presentation, big deal.
All right.
In the
Shut
middle of the presentation, big
Fuck
deal
up.
because if you're gonna offer advice but don't have the ability to back up how to make it better, or don't say anything.
Just don't talk. Shut your mouth right now.
Yeah, you can do it this way, but I have no idea how. Fuck off.
I like it. All right. A few more. Let's give folks a few more minutes to join at the beginning of the meeting. So it's meeting. It's a call. It's time to start. And you get let's give folks a few more minutes.
I'll say small deal.
Yeah, small deal.
It shouldn't be. It should be a big deal.
I want to
but
hear
it's a
Rick's.
small. Yeah.
I think there are certain situations where that could be small deal, but
Like a one-on-one, big deal.
Okay.
one-on-one, you, me, and the president.
Shit.
Let's give a few more people a few minutes to
Yeah,
join.
yeah, it's just me talking to myself.
What the fuck?
Big deal.
Okay, we're switching to a social etiquette.
Oh,
Um,
big deal.
so you say you're tired or this is cold, and someone replies with, you think you're tired, and proceeds to explain while they're more tired. Big deal, small deal, no deal.
I'm gonna say small deal.
Okay.
I think I know Rick's answer on that one.
I think it's situational, but
Right.
overall, I would go small deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if they have a really good story as to why they're tired and then not usually a one-upper, I want to hear that story.
I
So,
just
like-
flew back from Vegas, and we
And-
went all fucking out the entire weekend.
I want to hear that story. If we
Or
like,
my mom just died, and
I've been crying my eyes out for the last 2 days straight.
we had to do like funeral rites
Yeah.
and get everything together. That's one thing.
But if just like, oh yeah, the kids kept me up again, I'm like, I don't care.
Okay, here's one. Work emails sent at 1 a.m. Big deal, small deal, no deal.
No deal.
No deal.
Don't
Okay.
care. That's fine.
I can answer those later.
Yep, that's fair. Calendar invites at 4:30 on a Friday. Big deal, small deal,
4:30
no deal. For me,
PM.
yes, PM.
As in accepting them or recognizing that you've seen them.
I have sent you a calendar invite for
At
a meeting
4:30.
at 4:30 on a Friday.
I'll say small deal because I think it is situational. Any meeting at 4:30 on a Friday is, I think, kind of
Yeah,
makes
that's
the point.
yeah, it's kind of the
small deal.
I'd say small because
Okay.
a lot of time for me, usually if that happens, it's actually important. I've had obviously times where they're not, which is why I'm going small deal.
that's fine. Okay. And we'll call this my last one just because
No
I
one
want
else.
to.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the person leading a meeting says, I'm new and this is my first time on every slide.
Every slide,
Every slide
big deal, big deal,
throughout the meeting.
big deal.
Wait, they have come up with a slideshow,
Yes.
It just says I'm
and
new.
every slide says I'm new.
No.
Yeah, so the slide doesn't say it, but as they transition slides,
Sorry, I'm new. I'm still getting the hang of it.
correct. And it's
Oh,
not
okay.
Yeah.
It's more their
Excuse.
ability to do a slideshow that says that they're new.
Correct.
no,
yeah.
they actually say the words as they're so the
As they're just like clicking
Yeah.
the button.
correct.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I'm new.
Yep. And it's not that they've necessarily messed up the transition. So
Right.
it's your business's requirement that for whatever reason in this meeting, you have this slideshow. As they're clicking through the slideshow, they're like, I'm sorry, this is my first time. I'm new. I'm sorry, this is my first time.
Yeah, that's a big deal. I would fire
That's
that person.
That's
Fire
a
that
big
person
deal.
instantly.
That's a big deal to be.
Instantly, get out.
Was that you, Rick?
No, it was not me.
That's
I figured, but
that is a crazy person.
that is somebody who does not belong to be there.
Well, that was fun.
Good for
I
him.
expected a few more of those to be a little more controversial, but so I'll do a little better in the future. But I'll try to come up with some
I think
big deal, small deal, no deals, and I'll expand them outside of our corporate setting.
I like
I
the
think-
idea of this a lot. Some of those were so broad that
No,
I
they
can
were.
think of good and bad. So I'm like, I guess small deal. Because
And
Yeah,
really,
and that's-
so
like,
many situations.
it
Yeah.
really depends on the situation a little
No, yeah.
bit.
Anyway, that was fun. But before we go, cue music. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Who is the alias? I mean, I think it was pretty clear that the camera thing was.
I'm actually a little torn, in all honesty. Like, I obviously think it was Drew for that one, because,
Yeah,
but
that's
also
how it was last time.
the fact that Travis,
Definitely not me.
the fact that Travis picked a ref where he wasn't wearing a hat is a major.
There's
flag to
only
me.
2 sports that
I
have.
think it's Travis.
But yeah,
I gotta go camera. That was like just so off.
but the only part, like, I also feel like it wouldn't be Drew 2 times in a row, so I don't know if I.
But
have the
that's
right
but that's
topic with
very
Travis.
Becca. That is very Becca.
It's true. I don't know. I'm still going Drew with the whatever argument it was.
Drew.
Do I
Drew.
win if it's not me?
No, I think the alias wins. Drew,
So yes, I guess.
are you the alias?
I am not the.
It was me.
Is it the
I
hat?
said Travis.
Was it the ref?
It
Do
was.
I win?
But not. No, I win because you guys didn't pick me. So
I did. I
No.
picked you
But you didn't get the most votes.
out of a majority. But
It's
I
like
yes,
it's like
you.
a mafia sense.
Yeah,
Wait,
Yeah.
but which topic was it?
it was the NBA, but not because of the hat. It's because I found a better one. And apparently, there's a thing called Segway Polo, and you can ride around a Segway and play polo instead of a horse.
Oh,
And I
that's
thought that
neat.
would be awesome.
Well, that's lame.
No, it's not. I want to ride around
just-
a Segway being a
you
No,
rabbit.
I'm not
picked a-
saying that your
You
vote
picked a
is
lame topic
Yeah, I'm
because you
saying
didn't
that,
want to do
yeah,
the one
that's
you wanted to
lame.
do.
Wait,
If
what?
you're just saying that, like, you can, like, who would have known that was not your choice? Like, if
Sure.
you're just, yeah,
Yeah,
Alright.
that's kind of the point. Is like, don't pick
You
your
have to
first
pick
one.
something controversial.
yeah, but
No, you don't.
That's why I picked the one that I did last time.
none of us would have assumed your first choice was horse polo or whatever you just said. Racing.
You guys know I'm weird. Like, why
Never
would I
mind.
go just the NBA? Like, that's pretty bland for me.
You're right. It is.
Mhm.
You're right.
I don't
fair.
like it.
I don't think you have to go way outside. It's supposed to be subtle. It's supposed to be like difficult
Alright.
to guess. And I guess I could wear a hat if I was reffing Segway Polo.
Segway polo.
I
All
do
right.
think of the big four, the NBA would be the better one, but that's why I had a decent argument for it, because I was like, oh, that'd probably be my second pick. Anyway,
Seems a little too reasonable.
All right.
that was our episode, gentlemen and listeners, I guess, really more or less. Listener, whatever. You
Hi,
can find
Debbie.
you can find us on the socials at @the_bar banter. New episodes every Wednesday. Like and subscribe. Also, there's a link in the description where you can click it, and if you click it, you can give us money. You can give us money. Just think about that. Think about that for a minute. You could give us money. And just remember that this is our podcast, and you're just along for the ride.